Today I'm going to discuss with you the very first things that you can do to prepare yourself for solo travel. You can start practicing these things at home today. Hi, I'm Katie. I've traveled to at least 45 of the 50 states alone. I have spent time in many of the national parks alone. I have driven across the United States many times alone. I have driven across Canada twice alone. I have set up camp alone, done hikes alone, explored big cities alone, and spent time in multiple other countries alone. I have been taking every side quest I possibly can for the last 22 years. Many times I met up with or stayed with people, but many times the experience was alone. I haven't shaved my legs or my arms or my armpits in over 6 weeks. Right now, I am on my period making this video. I have swam in oceans that have sharks while on my period. I have changed my tampons in the woods on my period where bear and wolf and more are in the area. I am 40 years old and feel like a certified feral badass. I push my own boundaries constantly and am just grateful to still be alive today to keep seeing new things. These tips come from lessons and observations I have learned through personal experience. Today we're going to talk about mental preparation. Take charge of your life and make the best decisions for you. So let's get into it. Number big, fat 1. Your big, beautiful, brilliant brain is your biggest source of power. It is the most important tool, your biggest asset, and your most terrifying weapon. It is the number one thing that is going to help you get out of trouble if you get into it. Number 2, get educated. I put myself in so many terrible situations because of beliefs. Learn about the real risks that are out there and the percentages of those risks. Practice calm in your daily life, whether it be meditation or reading a book or just practicing good thoughts that help yourself calm down. Listen to music, whatnot. When you teach your body and your brain calm, it helps you ward off panic in stressful situations. It also helps you learn to talk rationally to your brain and focus and come up with ways to self-soothe. Practice making decisions about scenarios before you get into them. You can do this now at home. You can do this 25 times a day on your trip. You can do it about any situation in your life, small or big. If you give yourself scenarios of potential things that would happen, you teach yourself that you have solutions, which also helps me reduce panic at times. Even if it's not the same exact scenario, it can sometimes be similar enough that you've kind of talked yourself through this scenario, which just simply gives you a much more level-headed, clear thought process in an extremely stressful situation. Master the art of confidence. Growing up, a lot of people thought I was confident, and I really wasn't. But I also was always faking confidence in a lot of ways. There's a big difference between this woman and that woman. You have every right to present yourself as confident. You do not owe a single person an explanation why you are confident. And confidence doesn't make you think that you are better than everybody else, like many men have tried to tell me. It simply means you know your worth, you know your value, and you do your best to be unshakable. You can practice confidence every day in a mirror and it will help. But just existing and knowing that you have the right to exist, that is also power. When I was about 13 years old, I was given a book about self-defense. In that book, it said that anytime you walk by a man on the street, you should wave and say hello, because then they will know that you can pick them out of a lineup. I have definitely used that technique a lot. It also helps to display confidence. What? Ew. Ew, did a bird just poop on me? Ew. Well, a bird just pooped on my head. Well, I got the bird poo off of my face. Break up with the idea that you have to be nice, kind, sweet, or anything good-natured. Stop being easily flattered. Start talking to yourself kindly internally. Your age, your weight, your outer beauty has nothing to do with how gorgeous you are. Make sure you know that. And learn not to give a crap about what anybody else says about what your body looks like. Trust your instincts and your gut. If the vibe is off, hit the road. It's not worth it. Doesn't matter when. If you're headed there, if you get there, and something doesn't feel right, or it feels fishy, or wrong, or not like it was supposed to, feel free to hit the road. Never be afraid to make a scene. Your value is way more important than the assumptions that people make about you off of one interaction. Get in touch with your inner mama bear and the lioness and protect yourself. Scream, roar, make terrible faces, make bizarre faces. Let them think you're crazy. Practice your unhinged version of yourself. And one day, if necessary, let it all out. Be observant. Notice who was there when you arrived. Notice who's new. Notice who is being fishy. You might end up helping somebody else. You never owe a stranger your time or an explanation. Walk away. Don't be afraid to lie, especially when it is necessary. You're on a phone call with a friend who's meeting you in 15 minutes. Oh, your husband's flying into town tomorrow. Wear a ring if it makes you more comfortable. Oh, you can't hang out because actually you're continuing on to a different city tonight. Oh, you're not staying here, you're staying in the other hotel. You just came here for the cool free view. Another thing that you can do in your local area right now is take yourself on dates. Go to a restaurant alone. Take an excursion alone. And prepare yourself for the social consequences that you're worried about and feel what it feels like to be in those situations. How did you handle them? Did you feel safe? Did you feel lonely? And then come up with solutions for the things that you learn about yourself afterwards. Learn to enjoy your own company and protect your peace daily. Learning self-defense, or at least a few self-defense moves, can help you feel more confident, and always doing your best to have a healthy and strong body is also very important. There are real things to fear in this world, and trust me, I fear them. Never let fear stop you from living. Women everywhere deserve to live in a world where they do not get hurt and they are not afraid. Solo travel can be an amazing experience, especially for women. Women weren't always afforded the opportunity to travel by themselves. A lot of people worry about being lonely as solo travelers, but let me give you a point of view. Be grateful for this time in your life because it might only be a season. And being able to get to know yourself without anyone else's involvement and get to know your interests and to learn to trust yourself and build confidence within yourself is a huge thing. Sending a big love to women everywhere. If you want to see more videos like this or about the United States, please subscribe, comment, and like and share my videos. And I will keep bringing you real life experience about many places in the United States. And I probably have 25 bites just from sitting here trying to make this video. And if you thought I was kidding about mosquitoes, a bird pooped on my face and I have gotten probably 50 mosquito bites making this video. As always, thank you guys for watching. Safe travels, everyone.